Hello everyone, how are you? Sarah Glover coming to you live. If you're watching the replay, drop 1. If you're watching live, drop 2 down below. Today I want to talk to you about duplicatable growth tips that will help you explode your online business. Duplicatable is really, really important because sometimes people give tips and then they've done sponsored ads or they've bought their followers, and that is not duplicatable. I have never done a sponsored ad. I have never bought my followers, and so I want to give you tips that you can duplicate and that you can implement right now in your business with your team. So share this out to your friends, share this out to your team, do a watch party, whatever you want to make sure as many people that you know that have an online business, that are in direct sales, whatever it is, they see this video and they can implement these tips immediately. Okay? Are you ready? Let's get started. Ways that you can grow your online business. Number 1, add value. Now, I'm going to go beyond surface level because I know you have all heard this before and you're like, what? How do I add value? I don't know what's valuable, and it gets kind of confusing and overwhelming. And so I want to ask you, what are you a master at? Because every single person is a master at something. It may just not be what you're originally thinking. And I'm going to give you a really cool thing that happened to me yesterday with a really great example that is going to help you really start to think outside the box when it comes to adding value. Because so often we think in the realm of business. We look to what other people are doing and think that we have to do the same thing, and it actually blocks our creativity. We're looking for what already exists, right? And so I want you to think, like, for example, a lot of people are looking into create blogs. So I'm looking at other people, and my vision is looking at other people and trying to duplicate something that's already out there to allow that to inspire me. So in that sense, I could maybe think, okay, I need to create a course on how to create your own blog. Now, the problem with that is not in my zone of genius whatsoever. That is not in my sweet spot. That is not what I'm a master at. I would literally have to go and study and do research on how to create a blog to be able to create a course on how to create a blog. That is so weird. I could never properly add value in that arena, and yet that is what people are doing all the time. They're feeling like, okay, I got to be passionate about this because I'm in business, and so I got to talk about this, and yet it's not comfortable. It's not what they're a master at. It's not what they're a master at. It's not what they're even good at. And so it's not authentic, and they're not able to keep up with it. Because if you have no passion, you don't want to talk about it. You're not going to want to come on live video and share about it. You're not going to want to create a course on it. You're not going to want to create a free ebook on it. And it's never going to be authentic. And therefore, it's never going to translate into growth in your business. What are you a master at? Stop looking at what everyone else is a master at. If you know someone that's amazing at branding, don't just think that you have to take the branding route because they are. What are you good at? What are you passionate about? What are you proficient in? You have something, I promise you, you're just not looking at yourself in the right way. Stop looking at others to determine your value. This is so, so important. So I want to give you this example that really allowed me to expand my creativity, and I started to view things in a totally new way, and I had to share it with you. So I have a friend, and she asked me if I would create a video testimonial for her blog. And of course, I just talked from the heart, and I just shared this like 2-minute quick video that then she was going to put on her blog. Now, her online coach and like blog creator, person that she's partnered with, reached out to me. I've never met this person ever, and she reached out to me and sent me a message saying that she has been in the industry for years and she has never heard such an authentic video testimonial ever. And she told me that I should create a course in how to edify people on purpose. And I was like, what? That is the most bizarre, weird thing I have ever heard. And my first gut reaction was, that doesn't exist anywhere. Why would anyone want that? Precisely. That is exactly it. You may be good at something that you don't even realize. I would never even consider. I'm just speaking from the heart. But that's the very point I'm trying to make. That is something that I am valuable at, that I may be a master at, that just comes naturally. And that is something that you could add value in that arena. It really allowed me to expand my creativity and really start to think outside the box. Instead of just looking at what other people are doing, why would you want to just duplicate what's already out there and what everybody else is already doing? Why would they come to you for that value when they could just go straight to the source of where you got your inspiration in the first place? Do you see what I'm saying? Are you following? If you find value from this point alone on value, drop it in the comments because I want to know. You would be surprised at how much is in you that's not out there that people are actually interested in. There is a woman that I heard on a podcast, and she was a grade 2 teacher, and she was creating curriculum every year. And one day she realized, I could create this curriculum and sell it to other elementary school teachers. Very weird. In my mind, I would think, how could that be valuable? That is so weird. That is so bizarre. That is so niche. And she ended up making like $1 million on this course that she made, that she was doing anyways, and she put it out there. You want to think outside the box. What is valuable to you? I was on a retreat last week, and the owners of the retreat said you'd be surprised at how many people don't know how to write a professional email. They're writing into the Pangea Dreams community, and they're saying things and writing in such a way that has no professionalism to it. And so they disregard that email altogether. That is something that I have never thought of. But if you are an amazing email writer, which you may think that is such a small skill, nobody's going to find value in that. But I personally, when I was listening to them talk, it made me question, am I a professional email writer? I would want to know and learn more about how to write professional emails. So you may think, oh, just because I'm good at that, there's no value in that. Nobody would enjoy that. You are dismissing yourself. You don't know what people want. You shouldn't discredit yourself just because you might not find it valuable. I guarantee there are people out there that want to hear what you have to offer, what you are a master at. So add value to people in ways that you are proficient, in ways that you are a professional. Don't try to become a professional in something else because you think that's what you need to do, okay? What's already inside you? What are you already good at? If you inspire, educate, or entertain, you are adding value. Don't just think that because you are posting a funny meme that can't be valuable. When people laugh, when people feel joy, they will feel connected to you. Some people go their entire day feeling depressed, feeling down, feeling discouraged, and you don't realize that your one little funny meme could turn their day around. So don't think that just because maybe you're not professional, but you're more funny. Oh, guys, my gratitude timer is going off. What are you grateful for? I always stop every 10 minutes, this buzzes, and I stop and think about 3 things I'm grateful for. So do it with me. Take a minute. You're on this live for a reason because you are practicing gratitude with me, okay? So I am grateful for this online business. I am grateful for this incredible community of people. And I am so grateful that I am no longer feeling jet lagged and I'm back to my normal self because I was living in a cloud. So what are you grateful for? Maybe even drop it down below. This is amazing. You can get it on Amazon. It's called Invisible Clock and it reminds me to practice gratitude. Every 10 minutes I stop and am thankful. So what was I saying? Now I lost my train of thought. Okay. Sometimes, let me just look at my notes. Okay, sometimes people share a podcast that they've been listening to, maybe on their Instagram story, maybe on their Facebook wall, and I go and listen to it. That is valuable to me. If it impacted me, I am so grateful that they shared that podcast. Value comes in all different forms. Do not limit yourself. You can add value to people, but it takes being intentional. Ask yourself, is this valuable? Can this help someone? If you're just posting last minute willy-nilly, it's probably not going to be valuable. But if you take a moment to be intentional and to ask yourself, is this valuable? You would be surprised at how many people you could add value to on a daily basis. Okay? Is this adding value to you already? Is this live valuable to you? Drop it down below. Drop a 3 down below. Drop value down below just so I know. Number 2. Being consistent, okay? All these things that I may talk about, I told you they were going to be duplicatable steps that can allow you to grow your business. But I want you to hear me, because you may just hear the title of my tips and think, oh, I've heard this a million times. But I really want to hit you in a way that you haven't heard it before, because sometimes just hearing things in a new way can bring you that revelation you need that can change everything. So please don't X this screen. I really want to talk to you in a different way than you've probably heard before, okay? So I know you've heard a million times about being consistent until you're blue in the face and you don't want to hear another message on consistency. But let me tell it to you in a new way, okay? So I want to know, have you ever been watching your favorite TV show and it comes on, say, every Monday, and at the end of the episode, they tell you that the next episode is not coming for another 3 weeks? Have you ever had that? Drop a hand up emoji. I remember being so crushed when I would hear that news when my episode just ended and I'm already counting the days down to the next Monday, and they tell me that they're taking a 3-week break. Do you guys have that? Have you ever been discouraged? I know that we don't watch TV anymore, but think back into your old days when you were watching TV and you would hear that message. It was like, oh, no, I have to wait 3 weeks for my favorite TV show. It was crushing. Why? Because inconsistency discourages people. When you are dependent, when you are waiting, when you are expecting that next episode to come out, you are discouraged when you have been let down because they're not being consistent. And the same goes for you. If people expect you to post every day, if they expect you to go live every day, and then you stop for a month or you become very inconsistent, it's going to disappoint people. They're going to lose their trust in you, and they're going to start to find their value, find their tips, find what you provided them somewhere else. They're going to look elsewhere to someone who doesn't let them down. So I just counted yesterday, over the last 1.5 years in business, I have done, this is my 199th live video. So I have almost gone live, give or take, every other day for the last 1.5 years, if you translate that correctly, because almost like 450 days I've gone live about 200 times. So not only is that beneficial for my audience because I am showing up consistently for my friends and for my followers, but it is also, consistency also benefits me. I can tell you very confidently that the person I was on the very first day I ever did a live video is not the person I am today. I used to take literally 3 hours to work myself up to do a live video. I was scared. I would feel sick in my stomach. I would have to evacuate my house. I didn't want anyone to ever hear me. I was like truly terrified. Now I just write a few little jot down notes. I sit in front of the camera and I push live right away. I don't even think about it. Often I don't even have a lot planned. I just come to you because I know that I have an incredible group of people that I get to talk to. I get really excited about it. I'm really confident. And why? Because I've been consistent. And consistency helps you develop your skills. Just like they say, practice makes perfect. Another thing is people have joined me because I am consistent. When people, how many of you do this, okay? How many of you find someone you like on Instagram or you find someone you like on Facebook and you scroll back like months back, sometimes years, looking at their content because you just love what they're posting? You want to see what they've been posting month after month after month, right? Put your hand up. I know we do it. I certainly do it. Of course we do. Because we want to see what people are like over a long span of time. And people have found me on the internet, they've found me on Facebook, and they have scrolled back and they've been so impressed with how consistent I've been that has hooked them to want to work with me, because that shows them who I am. That shows them I'm a person of integrity. That shows them that I do what I say I'm going to do. It shows them that I'm consistent. It shows them that I show up. When I was traveling for 6 months and I was continuing to go live every day, that was showing people that I show up even when it's inconvenient. That, let me tell you, I did not have any special lighting. If you go back, sometimes I was in like a little hut in Thailand and there was no lighting, and I couldn't go live outside the hut because people were walking past all the time and talking. And sometimes I went live on the beach and people would come and sit beside me and they would start talking to me while I was live. Like, there were so many things that were inconsistent. There were so many things that were inconvenient. And yet I still showed up. And that taught someone a lesson, because action speaks louder than words. It didn't really matter what I was teaching on at that point. It didn't really matter that there was noises in the background, that there was birds flying over my head, that the lighting wasn't spectacular, because people were seeing that I was showing up consistently, and that was affecting them. That was showing them the type of person I am. I want to tell you a story about a girl who has recently joined my business, that I was following her for a while, and she was always adding value in the space of new fashion. When she would buy new clothes, she would try it on. She would shop online through Facebook ads, and then she would tell people like, okay, this company is actually really good. This is how it fits, whatever. She was just doing value in fashion. And I knew that she had had a baby. And pretty much the next day or the day after, she was on live video holding her baby in her arms. And I did not care one word what she was talking about. I was so fixated on the fact that she was showing up with a newborn, and that was showing me the type of character that was inside of her, and I knew that I had to work with her. And so I started putting out those feelers right away, because I was like, that is a person of integrity. That is a person who shows up when it is inconvenient. So I want to tell you, it is so powerful to be consistent. It is going to help you explode your business, explode in growth, because people really start to know you. They depend on you. They know your character and who you are at your core, and that attracts people in a very powerful way. If you're finding value, drop value down below. I need a water break. Okay, number 3 is being authentic. This is so powerful. And let me tell you, I'm getting out of breath. It is easier said than done, okay? It can be very scary sometimes to share your heart, to share not only your wins, but also your losses, to be real to people that you know, but you don't really know. And to be honest, sometimes you have followers that you've never even met. So it's these people that are just out there on the other side of your screen that are watching and reading your every move. And it can be very nerve-wracking, right? Have you ever been nervous to be authentic? Drop it down below. I want to know, maybe drop a 4 down below if it's been scary for you to share your true self. But I want you to know that it is so powerful, because I don't want people to come on and watch me and think that my life is perfect. What are you guys grateful for? It's going off again. What are you grateful for? Take a minute and just think about what you're grateful for. I am grateful for the sunshine. I am grateful for having an amazing sleep. And I am grateful for these incredible tips that have helped me explode my business. What are you grateful for? Take a second. Think of 3 things, okay? I'm telling you, every time that I am authentic, that I show up authentically, it really has an impact on people, because I don't want people to just look at me and think that, okay, her pictures are perfect. She must just have a perfect life. She shows up online. She's always happy. Her life must just be easy. So that's her, and I could never do what she does because she's just lucky, or she just has it easy in life. That is not the case. This morning, I did not want to wake up. I did not want to get out of bed. I was feeling just foggy, just kind of discouraged, and I had to actively shake myself out of that place. I could have stayed in that place and it could have affected my whole day. I probably wouldn't have done a live video. I probably wouldn't have wanted to post it. I probably would have shared just like a last minute, like spin of the moment meme. I would have just kept watching Netflix, but I actively pulled myself out of that place. And it's important that you all know that I have bad days, that things aren't just perfect. I want you to always look at me and say, if she can do it, I can do it too. And if I'm not authentic, if I'm not sharing my wins and my losses, then you will never have that feeling. You will never feel like if I can do it, you can do it too, because you'll think I'm just some freak of nature that just becomes successful. And so authenticity is so, so important. And how many of you have met someone? Have you ever met someone and you just know that they are just radiating their true self and it just does something to you? It's like they are so confident in who they are that it affects you and it inspires you and it makes you want to be a better person. Have you ever had that? Have you ever met someone like that before? Because what it does when you are authentic is it allows other people to feel safe to be authentic as well. And it is so powerful. It really starts to allow you to attract your tribe, to attract the people that are going to be loyal to you because they connect with you on a deeper level. You don't want surface level friends and followers. You want people who really get you, who really see you, who really love you, who really know you, who care when you promote in your business and they want to congratulate you, who care when you have a hard day and they want to reach out to you and ask how you're doing. You want to really attract your tribe, and you do that through authenticity. If you guys are finding value from this, let me know. I want to know all about it. Let me know what tip is standing out to you the most. What are you going to implement right away to explode your business? Because like I said, I'm giving you duplicatable tips that you can implement today. It is so important that you start implementing these tips if you want to grow a global, massive empire. Okay, here's the last tip. And the last one is engagement. Now, I want to ask you, and I want you to drop a phone emoji down below. Have you ever texted a friend and you know they are always on their phone? It might even say the little green online on their Facebook. You know that they're on their phone and you text them and they don't respond for 3 days. If ever. Have you guys ever had that? Where you're like, I know that you never put down your phone. Why are you not responding to me? I know that you just posted on Facebook. I know that you just posted an Instagram story. Why aren't you responding to my texts? Have you guys ever had that? That is exactly what is going on when people are commenting on your posts. They're commenting on your live videos, they're messaging you and engaging with you, and you're not responding, or you're not responding for a week, or you're not getting back to them ever. Do you see that people are not interested in a one-sided relationship? People are not looking to comment on your videos for their sake. They don't care. They have better things to do. They're commenting. People who are watching this live video right now, you are all commenting because I am asking for engagement. You're not doing it for your sake. You're doing it for me, to bless me and to help me and to show me that this is the type of content that's valuable to you. You're not doing it for you. You have way better things to do. But when I show you that I am a real person and I actually care about you and I respond to you, that engagement, your desire to engage with me is going to increase. But if I never responded to you, if I didn't care about you, if I didn't take the time to get to know you, you would not want to continue to engage with me. You would probably not want to even watch my videos because you're not feeling that relational level. When people comment on my videos, when they comment on my posts, when they write something like, oh, I'm new to your videos, I go and reach out to them. I message them. I say, hey, thanks so much for the time you took to watch my video and comment. I love connecting with new amazing people. Tell me about you. What do you do? Where are you from? And you can probably speak to this. People watching this video, you have probably gotten that message from me if we've been following each other or we've been friends for a while. And let me know if you do. If you've gotten that message, maybe drop a little email emoji, because so many of you that follow me, that if you tell me you're new, if you tell me this is the first time you're watching me, if you just added me as a friend, if you follow me, I have sent you that message because I take the time to engage with my followers. I give them love because they are giving it to me. And it is so, so important that you are that friend that texts back, especially when you're online. Everyone can see that I'm online every single day. So if I'm not taking the time to actually engage with people, that is like an insult. You want to show that you are a real person that cares, because that is going to increase your engagement. That is going to cause people to want to share your content. That's going to cause people to want to tell others about you because they feel so honored. They feel like they know you. They feel like they've built a relationship with you. So those are my tips to explode your business. This is very duplicatable. This is very applicable. This is something that you can put into action today. There is no excuse why you cannot actively put all of these steps into action. And so I hope you found value from this. I hope that it excites you because it's a new level of action that you can take to start seeing results immediately. And that's what it's about. It's about immediate action steps. We don't want to learn about sponsored ads or things out here that aren't duplicatable. These are steps every single person in your organization, in your life, every single person building an online business can implement today. So I hope you found value. Love you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.